When I was 8 years old, I left out of the house after I went out in the street, got hit by a car. I was thrown about 10 feet, and I found out that I was in a coma for 3 weeks. So when I see people sometimes cross the streets without looking and stuff, it upsets me seeing them do that because I'm afraid they'd get hit too, and I don't want that to happen to them. This was in 1955, and then in 1956, it was dark out, and this man didn't have his front headlights out. We crashed, and I went halfway through the windshield.
Both of them were serious brain injuries, and I think after that, her parents, they just weren't really sure how to work with Lynne, and there weren't a lot of options then. She was 14 when she first went away, and the things that she's told me about being in the institution, it was just a horrible place, and she just wanted to be home. And it must have been excruciating for her parents and her family.
Well, some people told me Oregon was a wonderful place. It wasn't. It was terrible. I was there for a long time. The people were very mean there. They would used to take the girls and they'd take a bucket with a toothbrush with soap in it and scrub the floors on their knees with a toothbrush.
When I first met Lynne, she was an angrier person, which she has every right to be angry about things. But at that point, I didn't know that much about her life. And so she would just kind of yell randomly at some people around here. And so we got her started with counseling with individual therapy. And within months, she was sharing more with the therapist and with me and with other staff. And she's just a much more happy and calm person now.
Where she was in an environment that was not making her very independent, her ability to come out of there and just be a fighter and say that this is what she wanted and this is what she needs. She just seems like she's always been able to do that.
Oh, God, I've been living here since 1991. We do so many fun things. I cook my own food in my apartment. I do my own laundry. At first, for a while, I didn't think I'd be able to do my laundry after I had my hip replacement, but then I found out I could do it. I'm 77. Well, there are days that I feel good.
She's had many medical issues since I've been with her, and they've slowed her down. They've slowed us down as far as the fun things that we could do and like to do.
And Lynne, being the oldest member of the Tall Institute, you wouldn't necessarily think she'd be interested in some of the things that we're doing, but everything from talent shows to our field day where she has to be very physically active, to really just coming and hanging out with friends is something that she really enjoys doing that.
Lynne is a survivor. She's survived terrible things and she is living her best life right now. She's doing everything she wants to do.
It seems like she's making up for lost time. And I think that's a really good point because she does seem to be someone who's kind of blossoming, seeing things for the first time. And you don't usually think of somebody in their 70s as doing that. But she does kind of have that feel. And she wants to talk to people, she wants to learn things.
It's just a gift that she's been given to be able to go from a really negative place to such a positive place and to be able to share that with people.
She's really become such a wonderful, independent adult that not only wants to learn, but is willing to teach people how you respond to adversity. I mean, if anybody responds well to adversity, it would be Lynne, and I think her parents would be absolutely thrilled. And I know her siblings definitely are.
I've been told that I'm a trooper. I'm brave.